Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 26th of December. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I hope you remembered it for the season it is, the purpose. Today, I want to tell you something. A person called me yesterday and said, I want you to hear something. And he played an Alex Jones interview. Now, this interview was done after Trump, pretty much right after he got elected, but had not taken office. Anyway, it was I'm not sure, but before he got elected. After he got elected, before he took office. Now, when he played it, I recognized it was me. I'm talking to Alex Jones. I'm going, what's it's about? He said, listen, and I intend to get that clip and put it on our webpage so you hear it. And check the date. Check the date. Now, in that conversation, I told Alex what was coming. That if, when Trump got in office, they would impeach him. Number one, point one. Point two, I said that the Russian thing was nothing, but that they would find something, anything, to get him. Point three, I pointed out that months before that interview, I had told Alex and his audience that there was a silent coup to take over our country, and they would stop Trump when he took office. Now, folks, I don't know where you get the stuff you listen to or hear. I don't. I really, really don't. But time and time again, I have tried to prove to y'all, that I know what's coming, and it's not from me hearing a prophecy, being a prophet, or me having some epiphany, or me reading it in a book, or seeing it in a movie. I've lived it. I've been in places where this has happened, and it's the same MO every time. It's got to go by the rules, and that's where we're at now. Now, yesterday I was on with Jason Goodwin, and I said they were going to come after Trump with a multifaceted program the day they take office in the House. Multifaceted. And what that means in literal political terms, they're going to hit him from committees in the House. One or two committees are going to go after him. He's going to be attacked by Mueller. He's going to be attacked by several other different investigations with the strict purpose, designed purpose, of turning the American people against him. He doesn't have to be guilty of any of that. Remember, I told you over and over and over. It doesn't matter if he's done anything. If he haven't done anything, they'll just make it up on you. But guess what? You saw McCaskill, or whatever his name was, the guy running for for the Supreme Court, Kavanaugh. You saw him. Look what they did to him. It was case in point of what I have tried to tell for 30 years. This is what they do. This is how it works. I told you also, months before you ever heard it anywhere talking about a coup, I said, you know how you know a silent coup from a normal type coup? In a normal type coup, what happens? You see the Capitol surrounded by tanks. But in a silent coup, what happens? The first thing they take is not the Capitol. They take the media. And then by having control of the media, they have shut off the rest of the country from hearing anything. And then they start moving their people into position, and their people are moved. And they've been doing this for a long time. Many, many years they've been moving these people in, moving these people in. And during this time when they're moving people in, you've got two things going on. You've got the schools, education, academia. They're out there, which is basically to me, or with you, if you want to look at Hitler and Germany or Pol Pot, Cambodia, whatever, same thing as burning books. They take over academia and they teach our kids what they want them to know. Not necessarily what they should know, and certainly not what is probably the best for them to know as far as our history. They take it over. And our kids are socially engineered from the day they walk into school until the day they graduate. But then, using the media, taking the time, they socially engineer us. Oh yeah, we've been engineered to this point. Now you may say, well, I'm not going to be socially engineered. There's no way somebody can socially engineer me out of what I want to do. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. In our case, it's called political correctness. If you want to say if you want to say something and you use the wrong word, you're a racist. If you support somebody that at one time supported somebody that might have known somebody that was distant relatives 100 years ago to someone that might have possibly owned a slave, you are a racist. And in words, homophobe, xenophobe, yeah, they socially engineered us right out of saying what we have a right to say. When we want it, it's our voice, we can say it. If people don't like it, they don't have to like us. They don't have to be around us. No, you can't even say it now. Now, you still don't believe we're being socially engineered. Oh, I got one for you. We just celebrated Christmas. But you'll notice federal buildings and most government buildings, period, were not allowed to have nativity scenes. Yeah. We have been successfully socially engineered to where we are today. They lack one component, taking our country right out from under us in broad daylight, and when it's gone forever. One component, just one piece of this evil puzzle, one piece, and that is the executive branch. I think all of you know they've got the judicial branch. You've seen that. How many times you've seen the Black Robe Mob do their work? And I think you know also that they got the legislative branch. I don't think there's any doubt about that. They're missing one part. One piece, the presidency. And this time, we slipped on the curve, and we put in Donald Trump. Now, they're going to come after Trump in January this year, next month, a few days from now. They're going to come after him. They're going to shut him down on the wall. They're going to shut him down on everything he dared to even try to do. Now, this is at the same time they're coming after him with every kind of criminal investigation they can come up with. During all that time, they're going to be coming after him. But then they're going to shut down everything he wants to do, or everything he told us he wanted to do, everything we told him we wanted him to do. They're going to shut it down. Unless we do one thing. One. And that's for us, me and you, to work together. Now, I'm only going to say this once. I cannot give you a 100% guarantee. But if y'all will help me in two ways. Number one, I need your help financially. I know you think I've done that too much, and I haven't. Maybe gotten 16, 18 people since I started this thing and everything else, maybe 16, 18 people had sent something. Unfortunately, about 5 of them have had to carry all the ball, all the load, and they can't do it anymore. So we're done. We're done. I need you to help financially. And then number 2, I need you to listen to this program, tell others to listen to this program, grow this audience, and then be committed that when I call on you to do what's needed to be done, I gotta know you're gonna be there. I gotta know. You hear me? I gotta know. Because if you're not, then this is an exercise in futility. I assure you we can stop it. Well, Larry, what kind of assurance have you got that you can stop it? Well, folks, I'm going to give you probably one of the weakest guarantees we'll stop it, or can stop it. And say would, can stop it. The weakest one I can give you is probably the strongest one there is. That is, as I understand it, I'm not using the word right, but God never gives us anything that we can't handle. So in other words, we couldn't be in this situation right now. We could not be in this upside down situation that looks like there is no way we can come out of it if it wasn't for the fact that there is a way. There is. And then you got the other side of it. I've been around this stuff most all my life on the other side. So for the first time, we're going to have somebody on our side that knows what in the hell they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're going to do it. And we can stop them if you're willing to work to save your country. Now listen, I hear stuff on the internet, I swear, it makes me want to just give it up. To be honest, just makes me want to give it up. The stuff that's out there that's happening, this, that, the other. Folks, there are no thousands of sealed indictments. They're not. There's not. Bunches of people were not served subpoenas at Daddy Bush's funeral. They weren't. I mean, look at it this way. I don't speak in riddles, rhymes, poems. I don't do prophecy. I don't do any of that. Plus, I give my name. You know, I am me. I tell you, Larry Nichols. I even tell you where I live. But it's amazing to me that people go on the internet using these quote-unquote surnames like there's some kind of super insider person that if they were known, they would be killed or assassinated. Folks, wake up. Wake up. If you go on the internet and you're trying to use some fake name handle to cover your identity, boy, if I got property to sell you. Have you been watching the news lately how Google and Facebook and all those guys have got all that stuff? They know who you are. Even if you use a fake name, they know who you are. Even if you use a fake server, they know who you are. That's not to fool them, folks. That's to fool you. You don't know. You know why? Because if they're really trying, they just don't want bunches of people to call them and bother them. And then if they're wrong, if they guessed wrong, or if they think it was a little wrong, they don't want to be held responsible for not telling you something was going to happen and it didn't, or telling you something was going to happen and it didn't. Now, I want every one of you listening to me right now, I want you to think back 30 years. You tell me how many people have told you stuff that you bought into, you wanted to believe into it, in many cases you needed to believe into it, only to find out it didn't happen. How many times? Now, you probably told some people what you were told. Well, then those people found out it didn't happen. And we were all made fools of, right? We were all made fools. I'm not entertainment. Maybe this program's not entertaining. But I'm trying to give you a heads up. I'm trying to give you a plan, a plan to save this country. If we got one shot, we got one shot, but we damn sure going to take it. Now, are you with me? That's all you got to say. Are you with me? If you're not, fine, go away. Go away. I'm not here to entertain you. Read a book. Go to some other site on the internet where they give you a bunch of woolly booger stuff that you can get all heebie-jeebied over. I'm here to tell you the facts are right in front of your face. If you don't think this country's in trouble, you don't have enough sense to even be a part of this country. You should see it now. You don't need me to tell you. You should see it now. You should. And then I ask you to look at what I've said. Look at the thing with Alex Jones that I put up. You know, it's not that's just one time. Think about it. Think about what I've told you is going to happen. Then it happens. It's coming. And what I'm telling you is coming is coming. And what I'm telling you can do, we can do, if you will help. But if you're not, you did help. Yeah, think about it. If you don't help, you did help. You helped the progressives, the deep state. You helped them steal this country right out from under us. So, folks, will you? As we come on the new year, this thing's going to go fast now. It's going to speed up like you've never seen. Will you join with us? Do the two things I ask right now. Two, right now. First off, I want you to go to Nichols Live at AOL.com on PayPal, please. Nichols Live at AOL.com on PayPal. Now, if it wasn't urgent, I wouldn't tell you to go now. But I need you to go now if you're going. Please. And then I need you to be willing, to be committed, not willing, committed. And when it comes time for us to move, you will be a part of our army. And you will move. Now, like I've told you, you're not going to have to do anything like march in the street, make a fool out of yourself, or anything like that. Nothing. The worst case you would have to do is make a few phone calls, folks. That's it. But I got to have the truth. I got to have the truth out of you. Are you going to do it, or are you just going to sit there and be entertained? And when you get through with me, you're going to go to some other program and see what spooky stuff they can say. Well, that's it today. And God dog it, I love you. But it's time we fight. It's time we get our heads together and we get in here and stick it out and do what's got to be done. So with that, good day.